Price updates, home office. For price updates, you're going to click on inventory, price update. This can be locked down. We're going to select the store we want to download the price file from. Click on download Big O Corp tires. And this will take more than a few minutes. It does take a while to download the price file itself. Price file is now downloaded. So you can see the supplier part number, manufacturer part number, description, new cost, new MSRP, old cost, old MSRP, the brand or line code, the subline, the pop code, and the far column on the right is add, which if you do not have it in your inventory file, you can check these boxes and it will add it to it. Now, if I click check not in inventory, it'll actually show the ones that aren't in there. And then I would just click add check parts to inventory. So this is not only the price update screen, it's also where you add, or you should add, all your tire part numbers to your inventory that you're buying from Big O. Now, if you're changing over whole if you're changing over an entire line, adding it check is a lot of work, because it could be 50, 60, 75 part numbers, whatever it is. So you can go into here and select your different sublines, or go into here and click on your pop codes. So I have all the A pop codes already in our inventory file. I have all the B pop codes already in our inventory file. All the C's as well. D's as well. Here's some new part numbers. I can actually, on the top left over here, underneath add checked parts to inventory, click the check all button. It's going to check all of these tires. Instead of clicking them one by one, it'll check all of those. I can click add checked parts to inventory. I don't want to set these as a stocking item because I'm not going to stock these. I just want to be able to look them up in the tire lookup screen. So I'm going to click non-stock. If you're adding, for example, when we changed out from the P02s to the P03s and we wanted to stock the entire line, when we added the new part numbers, I add those as all stocking part numbers. Again, in this case, I'm gonna click non-stock. And then it goes through and adds each part number to our inventory file. And just like that, all the parts are added. It does take some time depending on how many part numbers you select. However, that's the easiest way to do it. Now we're going to select our store. In this case, I'm going to update our training store so I don't mess up any of our current price files for what we're doing. I can, if I use price level 1, 2, and 3, price level 1 would generally be the retail, price level 2 might be a jobber, and price level 3 might be our wholesale price. You can change that within this screen by either plus or minusing, and then put your adjustment percentage here. So maybe I want to adjust it down to 10% for price level 2 and maybe 15% total for my wholesale price. Just a suggestion. I'm not saying that's what anybody should or should not do. Once we figure out what we're going to do, actually let's talk about one more thing, the config auto updates. If you don't have any of these checked, you should have them checked, because when something changes, i.e. the description or a correction for load index or a correction or an update for the actual, or an update for the actual mileage warranty, it'll automatically update it if you have those boxes checked. Okay, now I'm going to, in the lower right or the middle of the screen here, I'm going to select update cost and store retail. And sometimes maybe the cost changed, I just want to update cost, but I don't want to update the retail price because we could be in the middle of a sale and you can't do that. There's different stipulations depending on the state that you do business in. And depending on how large your inventory file is and how many updates there are, this could take a few minutes. Now we have the confirmation the price update is complete. I would recommend, if you are a multi-store, and this is the example for the multi-store, going to administration, updates, running your inventory updates, make sure all B users, B computers are out of the system. They cannot be anywhere inside of DST. They need to be completely exited out. Click Begin Transfer. Run through the transfers to make sure that every part number that was updated comes down into the store side. And again, depending on how many changes there were, this could take a few minutes. Okay, and we are complete. It is a time-consuming process, but it is worth it to keep your prices up to date to make sure you maximize your profits. Thanks for watching.